Hello viewers, today I am going to give you an introduction on the very similar software to MATLAB and which is freely available, that is called Scilab. If you wish to know more about the Scilab, you can search on the Wikipedia. You can see that Scilab is mentioned here. This is open source, is a closed platform for numerical computation and high level numerical computation available there. It's an alternative to the MATLAB and GNU Octave. Similar software are there. There are several things which you find as similar as the MATLAB. So today I am quickly go through the brief introduction, and so that you can start with the Scilab if you wish to do, since it's free of cost. So if you wish to download it, you can just go to this www.scilab.org and you can find 552 available is there. But now in June 2016, it's Scilab 6 beta 2 version is available. So I suggest you to download this version. So I'll start with the introduction. So what is the capability of the Scilab? I briefly bulleted these capabilities. Since linear algebra, sparse matrix, which is same as the matrix, polynomial, rationals, even the syntaxes are the same, just like the MATLAB. If you already work with the MATLAB, you can easily shift to the Scilab because some of the toolboxes in the MATLAB is very costly, and some of you are not able to purchase it. So you can use the Scilab. If these softwares are available here, you can use it freely. So ODE solver and differential algebraic solver is also there, and there are other control optimizations and signal processing, even statistics are available here. So I'll quickly go with the Scilab. You can see that you can easily change the folder in the Scilab just like in the MATLAB. This is the console where you can see the command window in the MATLAB, and variable browser is there, and command history. This is the same type of you can see that platform is available for Scilab. In the header you can see that there is a help command is there. You will click this, Scilab help is there. Either you can use F1 and you can use Scilab help. If you click on this, so there is another window will open like this, Scilab help, and you can see that there are several. The library of Scilab is also rich. It's not the same as MATLAB, but there is several things that which is same as the MATLAB. You can see I am just interesting on those things. This one, the MATLAB to Scilab conversion. When you click on this, you can see that this is a command is available, MATLAB to Scilab converter tips, alphabetically from A to onwards, A to Z. You just go on clicking, you can see the same commands which you used in the MATLAB you can use here also, and even B, C, D, so many commands are same just like a MATLAB. So this is a good thing that if you wish to shift it, it's very easy for you. And there is another big command which I am not going to discuss here. It's a M2SI tool. This toolbox convert the MATLAB file to Scilab file. So what you are going to do, if you have your M files or your MAT files or your another files in the MATLAB, you can easily convert it to Scilab. In the next video I will tell you that how you can convert your MATLAB codes to Scilab codes, so you can use Scilab as your default toolbox. So this is the first thing I wish to discuss. Another thing is that when you go to help, there is a function Scilab demonstration. So I suggest you that you should go through all this demonstration which is freely available for you. So first is the introduction, second is simulation here, this is dynamic optimization, polynomial here, signal processing here, and other, even GUI, graphic user interface is also available here. You can see that it has also have LaTeX graphic user interface. Like if you wish to write in the output is in LaTeX, you can write here also. So this is the interesting thing with this Scilab, and this XCOS environment is there, and several other things you can find it there. If you wish to start up with Scilab, you should see this demonstration first. So Scilab object is there. You just click on this. Just now go to the console. You can see that pause mode is there, enter empty line to continue. You just wish to enter it. Just you can see that the variable browser is now filled with different type of variable. Just go on entering. You can see that this your console will tell you that how you can start up with your Scilab. Just go on entering. If you write the real constant, you can substitute equal 1, it will give you output this. If you write the boolean 1 double equal to 1, then it will give you answers true. If you write a string, you can write this double quotes. If you write polynomial, you have to write this. And similarly for the polynomial, the output is Z2. 2 is little bit far from Z, so this is the default output of this. Similarly, you can go on entering the second for the matrices. You write this, like you write A is equal to this is just for the console writing. So just go on entering. You can see that several things are available here which you can easily see, and just this is just a you can say the rational matrix. This is one rational, this is the second rational, third, fourth, so on. Go on entering. You will see that sparse command is same as just like a matrices. You can find the several things. And in another demonstration, if you go for the graphics, you can see the 2D or 3D plots, several plots, contour plots, the same library for the plots available here. In the next video, I'll briefly focus on the plotting, and other animation softwares are also there. You can see the 3D, this Lorentz. You just go on clicking it, they will give you the output of this. You can see that this animation is go on walking, and similarly same animation for the Lorentz curve. So this is just like a butterfly curve. This is the chaotic plot. In generally people are working for those who are dealing with the chaos theory. Similarly the pendulum movement, and there are several other interesting things you can see here. This is for the animations part. Even you can see for the finite element displays is also there. You can cut in the pieces, and another for with the meshes. So this is the interesting thing. Read a Excel file, they can just read your Excel file. You can even the load and save the files according to your data. This is just the entering of this. And similarly, if you go for the polynomials, if you write the introduction, you can see that, then go to skill, put enter, just go on entering. You can see that they will explain you everything on the console. So this is the very easy way to learn the Scilab without any book or this. You can just go on reading this. Otherwise the several tutorials are available, books are available. You can, if you wish to go through all these books. So this is what about the demonstration. You should go through the demonstration first if you wish to start. So CLC, same command to clear the window is there, but problem is that I am not go on finishing this. I have to finish this demonstration tutorial first, or you can substitute Control C is there to abort. Anyways, you can use CLC as this. In the Scilab there is graphic features are also available. Even the XCOS environment for the hybrid and simulators are also there. If you wish to learn the simulator, you can also go to the demos. You can see that simulators detail is also available here. This is the XCOS simulator. If you there is standard simulators are available. If you go on this any old game block simulator, it just give you this simulator. If you wish to run it, you can just see the output here. So this is how the Scilab simulators work. You can even resume and this according to your, there are several simulators are available. I'll use the extensions. Extension is that the files having .sci file extension, it means that that file contains the Scilab functions and even the executing load functions, but you doesn't execute them. But .sci will not execute that functions. If you wish to make the executable statement, you have to write .sce function. Just like I give you a demonstration, just go to the this, either you can click on this, or in the application there is the side notes are there. This is just like a editor window. If you don't wish to click in this, you can either write a editor and press enter. Same you can write this. If you wish to write any file, like if I write, you can start with this hello world. So interesting is thing, I have to write only the single code, the one side code, it will automatically give to the another side code. So if you wish to the display, you have to write display s and just run it. First I have to save it, that hello function is there. You can see that on the command window they will give you the path first and then the output is hello world. So display command is there. If you wish to write the same thing on the command window, you can even write hello here, hello world, and put enter. You can see the hello world is there. If you don't wish to one display, you have to put same like this, but if you wish to display, you get hello world by using display command. Another interesting thing that if you wish to check that whether your syntax is correct or not, after like display you can put the tab command. If the tab command, you can see that there is a several similar functions which is start with display, you can find here, and similarly you can use according to your need. So this is the one thing I will tell. I have to save it .sce, but if I write only the non-executable function which is not executed but they contain the executed statement, so I have to save it. I have to save it some function. You can see that if you write a function, when press a space, you can see that they automatically write the end function, just putting the space. It means that this is not a default or thing. There is option, auto compilation is there. Like if you start with if, it will give you the end syntax. If you start with bracket or parenthesis, it will give you the end. This is the control H, you can find it. You use if the color is not same for those, the syntax is not correct. You just see the color is same, the syntax is correct. I have to save this file as .sci. This suggests that use .sci. So I have used this because I have used the function file. Now I can. So one more thing, if you wish to learn the plotting yourself, the demonstration will help you. You just go on and go with the, like if you wish to go for the graphics, you can see that there are several graphics are there. 2D plotting, if you wish to plot this, you can see this. You can plotting. You can either plot 2D and X rigid is there, but you don't have any code available here. You just have to write this view code. Once you click it, you can see this code, and the way how they written this code, it's freely available for you. You can write the same code anywhere. This similarly for the solvers, like if you use for the optimizations, or you can see that for simulations of any ODE simulator, like if I use simple ODE, they give the output this since x dot mean dx by dt is equal to x. And if you wish to view the code, just click on this. This is the code available here, and through this you can easily learn that how you can write the plot. You can put x label title here, and it will give you the output like this, such type of thing. So this is the automatically you can learn the things on this. You can see that I command is available here, UDI available. You can find a bugs in the Scilab. If you wish to go to see the bugs in the Scilab, you just go to this website at bugzilla dot. If you enter this bugzilla dot, and here you can file a bug and search. If you find something wrong with your code, just search on this. It will help you to improve your code. So this is all about Scilab. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for my upcoming videos, and you can send me the queries and suggestions to my scientific email ID scientificrana@gmail.com. Have a nice day.